Hello there. I'm here to introduce you to the game RimWorld. RimWorld is a colony survival game, but some people might have difficulties playing it. So why don't I teach you just how to do that? Start off, you need to make a new colony, and before you make your colony, you have to choose a scenario. There is Crash Landed, Lost Tribe, The Rich Explorer, and Naked Brutality, which is only for experienced players, so I will not be using this for all extensive purposes, because not all of you guys know how to play. Crash Landed, start with 3 people, have a lot of resources, a decent amount for 3 people, and there's things around you. Package survival meals, which are really important. The Lost Tribe, 5 people, really bad research speed, some things, but you have an elephant, hey, and you're 5 people, which is a lot of people to have in this game. The Rich Explorer, single person, you already have gun turrets researched, you have a lot of in-game currency, silver, and you have 40 package survival meals, which will keep your character fed for a good, I'd say 13 days. Also, you start with the random pet, charged rifle, steel, and some wood. Then, of course, Naked Brutality, where you have nothing, and you're 1 person. So, just to show you how to play this game, we're going to do Crash Landed, and we're going to, because it has the, I'd say the best starting to show everything off. So, let's go next. Now, these are the storytellers, and this is how the game's going to progress. Cassandra Classic. Cassandra Classic creates a story, events on a classic increasing curve of challenge and tension. She'll push you with dangerous events, then give breathing room, and then push back once more. Basically, Cassandra Classic is, she sends things in levels, you know. Phoebe Chillax. Phoebe Chillax sucks. Never play her. Never play with Phoebe Chillax, your storyteller. Because although it says, you know, chillax, that means like in the first couple in-game months, there won't be a lot of raids, there won't be a lot of attacks, there won't be a lot of bad things happening. But once those months end, everything's going to go horribly wrong. Plague, disease, like, you know, yeah, she looks innocent, right? She looks innocent enough. But this is a monster. And we have Randy Random, which I think is the best. Randy Random doesn't care. Send anything at any time. Could give you a plague. He could drop milk from the sky, which is why I like Randy Random. Gonna play on medium, just because, you know, it's to show. I'm not really gonna actually play. Just gonna show you how to play, I guess. Reload anytime mode and commitment mode. Reload anytime mode, you can save the game and reload your saves whenever you want. Basically, you don't have to worry because you can just go back to a point where your colony wasn't dead if you lose. Commitment mode, you lose, that's it. You gotta restart. Reload anytime mode just so I can show you. Alright, create the world. You can put a seed. I'm gonna put H as my seed. I'm gonna put 50% global coverage, and that means like how much land's gonna be on the world, how big the continents are. Overall rainfall, I like to put that up just because I like rain. Shut up. And that's it. So while the world's generating, I don't know how long this is gonna take. I'd just like to thank you for staying here and listening to me talk. Probably future me is not gonna like that I'm talking to you guys. Hello, hi, this is me. Those are my dogs in the background. I solemnly apologize for that. I'm actually just gonna edit all this out, probably. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. I might. You might be hearing this, you might not. It really depends on how this goes. Just if the world takes so long to generate, I guess. Thoughts to myself. Alright, now the world's been generated. We can obviously, if the world loads. The world's been generated, we can obviously look around the world and a lot of symbols, a lot of colors, lots of things. Start with the symbols. Each color is a different tribe. These little teepees, those are primitive tribes. Houses, you know, modern tribes. And these things here, they're pirates, they attack you. Do not build near them. Now let's show you the terrain. There's tropical rainforests, there's boreal forests, there's deserts, there's basically everything. Tundra. If you go up high enough, there's just an ice sheet. Just sea ice. Just a big old ice sheet. Just little islands, you know, this is everything here. There are good things and bad things about building certain locations. If I build in a temperate forest, This one specifically has a year-round growing period, 100% forageable berries. Animals can graze here. It's everything good, but it may not have a lot of rocks. It's flat, which is why you might want to build in a mountainous terrain instead. Which is what I'll be doing. Probably be building right there. Oh, not that one specifically, because I'm too close to that colony and they'll get mad at me, and I don't want to make any colonies mad. So we get to choose 3 people on our starting colony, and as you can see, there are skills, backstory, traits, and health. Now skills, obviously shooting straightforward, melee straightforward, construction. They will construct better the more construction they have, like quicker. They will also botch construction less often. Mining, just mine faster. Cooking, their cooking has a less chance of giving people food poisoning. Hey, be quiet. Less chance of giving people food poisoning. Plants, they're better at planting and sowing. Animals, they're better at handling animals. Crafting, much better at crafting. Artistic, they're better at making good art that people will enjoy and add, wealth to the room. Medical just helps them, do medical things, I guess. Social, better warding, better trading. Intellectual, faster research. As you can see with this character, 0 construction. They can't do medical. They can't do social. They're not smart at all. And they're incapable of carrying in social, which I just said. Which means, but they have no health conditions, and they have a backstory. Also, they have pessimist, which means they permanently have a mood down effect. They're a psychopath, and they're really jealous, which is why we're not going to be using this character. We're going to keep going until we get something decent. Look at this. Good construction, decent intellectual, careful shooter, tough, although he does eat a lot. But look, it's all around. Also, these flames, small passion and large passion, they'll gain more. You can gain skill the more you do something. If you have a small fire, you gain it a lot better, a lot faster. Big fire, they basically will just love doing that and always do it. It's a passion. Try to get good shooting, good melee, super immune and nice. People will like them. He's an optimist and he's smart, so we're gonna keep him, even though he's a misogynist. Alright, and we'll start with these. Now we generate the map, and it will land us onto the part of the map that I have chosen in just a second. Sorry about my dogs in the background. They're really annoying. The 3 of you awake in your cryo-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to escape the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown rimworld. A piece of shredded starship fall around you. You start making plans to survive. We have Croc, Blitz, and Vaughn. And as you can see, there are the drop pods. Let's pause real quick. Alright, so let's take a look. We start with a plasteel helmet. Plasteel is the most powerful steel, most strong steel. Flak vest, revolver, bolt action rifle, medicine, packaged survival meals, which never go bad, which is really good. They usually eat 1 of them a day. And we also start near 234 wood, 450 metal, a cougar, which will probably eat the Yorkshire Terrier, which is not good, because I feel like somebody's bonded to the, yep. So if this Yorkshire Terrier dies, one of them is going to get really sad. We also have some does. We have a lot of trees. Now, actually, this is a really good spot where we have started off, for there are a lot of mountains, and this will be very easy to defend. Now, when a raid comes in, they come in from the sides, and they can not pass mountains. So they'll have to come in through right here, and we can use this as a choke point, basically, so that we always know where they're going to come from. Lots of wood here. As you can see in the bottom left, this is all fertilized land, so it's good for planting, good to make food. So why don't we just start? Architect. So basically this is everything you do in the game. There are floors, wood floors, orders. Tell them to chop wood. Tell them to harvest plants if we had plants growing. Please be quiet. We could tell them to cut plants if we need them to cut plants. Tell them to tame animals if we need them to tame animals, etc. Zones. Growing zones. Growing zones are really important because we need them to grow food so we can survive. Home zones. Home zones, if there's a fire in there, they'll put it out. If there's a raid, they'll go to it. If there's something happening there, they will defend it. Alright, roof area. They build a roof or not, etc. Production. Butcher table. Butcher table is important. Let's say I hunted this ibex doe and I killed it and they're hungry. They can't cook the doe. They have to butcher it into meat and skin. Hand tailor bench, turn the skin into clothing. Electric tailor bench is faster, uses electricity though. Same thing with electric and fueled stove. Stone cutter table turns these stone chunks into bricks to build with. Simple research bench to research with. Nutrient paste if you want to make nutrient paste. It's pretty self-explanatory. Structures. These are important if I can find them. Structures. We need to build some houses for them. Now, they will get a mood debuff if you make more than one person sleep in the same room. Which is why, as you can see, I'm making separate rooms for all of them. That's another thing you need to watch out for. Power. Wind turbines, solar panels, fire generators, and power conduits. All used to make power. Temperature, coolers, and heaters. These are very important. Let's say I told them to make potatoes, and I also told them to make rice. And after a couple seasons, the rice and potatoes grew, and they all expired because they weren't properly refrigerated. I'd have to make a freezer, make sure it's cool, and then put the food inside of it. Just to make sure that the food doesn't expire so that they don't starve. Now this game is very micromanagey. All of them have health. All of them have needs. All of them have social interactions. Everything. All of them have everything basically. Let's say Croc attacked this cougar and the cougar bit his leg. It'd be bleeding. They'd have to get medical supplies and tend to him. It's very in-depth. So why don't we start? As you can see, they're going around. I want to... Okay. Work. This is basically telling them what each person will or will not do. Firefighting, patient. Firefighting, putting out fires. Patient, meaning if they get injured, will they just rest? Same with bed rest. Doctor, are they going to be the doctor to treat people? Basic... basically unskilled things like release prisoners or flicking switches or things like that. Warden, they tend to the prisoners and talk to people. Handlers, they handle animals. Cooks, they make the food. Hunt, they hunt the animals. Construct, they construct. Grow, they grow the plants. Mine, it's all exactly what it says. There's nothing trying to trick you here. So I'll make each person equip a weapon just in case something bad happens, as well as making each person put on a piece of armor. Now, for 2 reasons: to show the combat system, and because I do not want the cougar to eat the Yorkshire Terrier, we will draft all 3 of these people, and I will display what happens when you get into a fight. I'm going to get him to fire at the cougar. As you can see, he's taking out his rifle, and he's shot at it. As you can see, he has missed. The cougar has not noticed because the cougar is absolutely brain dead. We can tell more than 1 people to fire, and this cougar is running away. We can tell Blitz, since he has the knife, to run after the cougar. Obviously, will not keep running, but just to show you how it works. Now, let's say this cougar goes manhunter and wants revenge. It will start attacking all of them. Just like that. furniture. This is important. Everybody needs a bed. Everybody needs plants just to help boost mood. Animal sleeping spots for the Yorkshire Terrier. And end tables. Everybody wants an end table. Now, this seems like mostly what the game is like, but it gets even more in depth, which actually I'm gonna go into production. You need to make food. Food's probably the number one problem in this game, as in you're gonna have to worry about it all day, every day. Once these people get hungry, they go insane. Also, when they eat without a table, they also go insane, which is another thing. Now, I'm gonna simulate a raid of sorts. I'm going to turn on the development mode, just so I don't want to wait for a raid. So let's do incident, raid, or actually, yeah, wait, no. Do incident, sorry, execute raid, 100 points. Here's a raid, it's 100 points. We have this man has some armor. This man has no armor. Equipped it with a shotgun, equipped it with a pistol. Now, this is actually really good because this is a pretty evenly matched. So we're gonna move Croc, Vaughn, and Blitz out from what they were doing to help defend, because these raiders are immediately attacking. You can see they're already on their way to go attack Vaughn, Croc, and Blitz. For some reason, Croc is vomiting. Anyways, so let's say we badly injure this man, but one of our guys are down. They will actually try to kidnap our people because they're very valuable. We have good skills. We're gonna need Vaughn to hide behind this wall. Blitz to wait right there. We want him to go and distract him. As you can see, they're not really smart, but there is friendly fire. Croc just shot and hit Vaughn. And we have taken out Lorenzo. Anarchist is running, which is a very common thing to happen in raids. And this is a good time to show you how to doctor. Now, none of our beds are done, so we will have to make a sleeping spot. We will set it for medical. I will tell Vaughn to immediately rest until healed. See his health. He's gotten bruises, gunshot in his right leg, and a crack in his right tibble. Now, he's gonna die in 22 hours if we don't tend to him. So what I'll do is get this medicine let's speed this up. Once Vaughn slowly limps over to the resting spot, takes a rest, until Blitz is going to tend to him. Now let's see how this tending goes. Depending on how this goes, Vaughn lives or dies. It's the brutal truth of this game. It's very, I don't know. It says right here, the gunshot quality was tended to 70%. That's really good. We're using really good medicine. As you can see, he's no longer gonna die anymore. He's fine. Blitz tends to Vaughn. The day passes on. Alright. Now we're gonna assign them all to growing because we need to get them all making food as soon as possible. So once they run out of these meals, they're gonna have nothing else to eat. Of course, the Yorkshire Terrier is gonna be eating their meals too, so they really needed to get that. Now, I'm turning this bed into medical. I'm gonna tell Vaughn to move into this bed because they heal a lot quicker when they're in a bed other than sleeping on the floor. As you can see, Croc over there planted some rice. Only 2 pieces because I think he went somewhere else. Now he's doing a recreational activity. Now if you go to needs, there's food, mood, rest, recreation, and beauty and comfort and outdoors. Now food, he's getting really hungry, so we should probably, I forbidden the food so that they wouldn't eat all of it, but undid that. Croc is cloud watching, which puts up his recreation need. It does not put up his rest need. Recreation is really good. If they get really bad on recreation, gives them a debuff. Their mood goes down. They can have a mental break. Mental breaks are really bad. Mental breaks can vary from, lighting everything on fire, to eating all the food, to just kicking things. The game is pretty accurate with that, I guess. So, what else is there in this game? What's the end goal? What really are we doing? We're trying to build a big colony, more people, but we're also trying to get off this RimWorld. Now, if we go to world, we are on this RimWorld. We've landed here, and quite frankly, they don't like it. They can build a ship after doing a lot of research. If you go here to the research tab, they show you how to research. Researching takes a lot of time. Once you research something new, you can use the technology. We scroll all the way over here, all the way here at the end. There are the components to making the ship. If you make the ship, you get to leave the planet. And you get the sweet end screen. I hope this was a very in-depth tutorial on the basics of RimWorld. RimWorld can get really tough. It can be big raids. It can be small raids. You can get people with bad skills. You can get people with good skills. It's really whatever the game gives you. I'm Guy with the keyboard. This was RimWorld. I hope you enjoyed.